Yo, this is Tech, aka the role model. You here rocking live, Witty Smitty News, T. O. No sick shit here. Six is a cop. Blah, blah. Even your mama listening to that shit. 3-0 radio, Witty Smitty News, motherfuckers. Get it right.
Get 'em, know that party jumping when that white boy dancing. Ladies know they love it when that white boy dancing. We having a seizure. White boy dancing. Everybody do it now. White boy dancing.
Christian Smith, Witty Smitty News, joined with Collie C, just made his GZ debut against Luke Nukem.
Luke Nukem, man.
Fire battle, definitely battle of the night. How do you think it went though?
It was crazy. That was a crazy fucking battle. I knew it was going to be crazy off the rip. Luke came with some crazy angles, so I had to prepare the same way. You know, I took some crazy angles myself, and I think it paid off for the both of us, which is a benefit to both, you know what I mean?
So you're both beast mode guys. I love that you both put on for beast mode on GZ. At first when it got announced, I was kind of upset that it wasn't on beast mode, but I think it was the best thing.
Me too, man.
To show out for the league on GZ.
Shout out to Beast Mode, shout out to Wheezy, shout out to Caution, Chubbs, you know, Beast Mode.
Legs.
Beast Mode was my artery, my main artery to come out here to Canada. You know, obviously when you grow up watching battle rap, you know, you want to be on KOTD, but Beast Mode showed so much love that it was nice to be able to kind of transition into it with a positive matchup, positive momentum too, you know, which was crazy. You can feel it in the building.
So I want to talk about your battle before Luke against Pressure Bust Pipes. You said it was a tournament battle. So was that the first time you battled in a tournament then?
Yeah, it wasn't the first like judged type battles I've done, but it was.
No, yeah, I know, because you're 2-1 in judge battles.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the first tournament that I've been in, and shout out to the 413 man. Those dudes are really cool. Jason Weeks, TD3. You know, I think these days, you know, it's all about matchups, and I don't know if Pressure and me were like the best matchup to have for camera footage to last. You know, to be something that you're gonna show people like, oh, you never heard battle rap? Watch Collie C and Pressure. It's probably not gonna happen, but
you and Luke will do something like that though.
It might do something like that for an everyday person that's gonna watch and see things. It's like, you know, I think Pressure's a really good battler as far as like his street tactics, you know, the way that he goes about his shit, like he puts on, you know what I mean? But I just feel like the matchup was kind of weird.
So with Luke, going into that battle, what did you see in him that you didn't see in previous opponents? What did you think he was going to bring that you never seen before?
I think Luke is himself, you know, so
Facts.
I knew going into it that I had to be myself more than ever, no matter what angle I wanted to take, because I wrote a bunch of schemes. I did some like, you know, some crazy like wordplay bars and all that, but I was like, you know what, I had to throw it all away, because I was like, Luke is gonna come with some shit that's just him being himself, and crowds react to people that are just being themselves on stage more than someone that's gonna have some crazy lyrical out there shit, you know what I mean? So that's what I was preparing for.
So you battled in TO before, beast mode against Casper TDG. So do you think that helped you going into this battle that you had already performed with the Toronto crowd under your belt?
Not only the Toronto crowd, but the transportation. You know, coming all the way out here, taking a bus ride. Last time I came out here with Lev Corso, Robin Banks, shout out to those fools, man. We had a great time coming out here, staying at Wheezy's place. Honestly, that aspect of starting battling out here was like the best type of intro that I could get to this place.
So do you notice a huge major in how the crowds work compared to here back in the States or in New York back in 413?
I think it's all about how the owners kind of gauge the crowd. If you tell the crowd to like shut up and listen, you know, this is about the footage.
They actually listen.
Yeah, then they have to. You know, they're like, okay, we're a part of this. You know, and I think KOTD, Beast Mode, like, it's different out here as far as like crowds are more like listening. I think back home in the States, like, no shade, but there's a lot of like there's a lot of bias, and sometimes it happened to me against Lev. There was a lot of bias because it was my hometown, you know, and then I battled Pressure, and he had people from his hometown, so sometimes it can get skewed.
So this is the 4th league you battled on. You trying to get to any other leagues? King of the Main Stage, Don't Flop, etc.
I mean, honestly, man, I'm just trying to go where like just go with the flow. Like right now, I'm just grinding it out. Like any battle that I can do where I can wow some people live, to have them hit me up after, whether or not it happens, you know, that's, you leave it up to whatever. But like, I'm just trying to keep it moving, man. Any league is good as long as I'm moving up, better opponents.
So I want to go back to your beginning for a minute. So your first battle that I seen was J Trip Massacre Battle Association.
J Trip He's my little homie, man.
That was in 2014.
Shout out NBA, bro.
So was that your actual first battle or just first on a league with a cam filming it and whatnot?
That's the first acapella battle I've ever done.
So you battled on a beat and
I
whatnot
battled on beats before. I did like a college circuit one time. Never anything serious though. I was always a little bit scared to hit that competitive aspect of rap for a long time. But then as time grew on and I grew into my style a lot more, I was like, yo, hold up. Let me hit this battle scene real quick.
So what was it that got you into battling then? First battle you saw?
Well, I was doing a show in Massachusetts, and this didn't get me into battling, but it kind of put me into like the lane. I was battling in Worcester, Massachusetts, and this dude was at the battle. Shout out MC Motion. He was at the battle, and I did this acapella. He was at the show. I did an acapella verse, and he was like, "Yo, you should battle on this battle league." And I've always been looking for something like that, and it just felt right at the time. But I've been watching battles since like 2009.
So what was the first battle you saw?
First battle I've ever seen. I want to say it was Iron versus 3-piece suit or shirt and tie.
Yes,
what the fuck was his name?
Yes.
And I see that shit. He's like, if you're a shirt and tie, I'm a 3-piece suit. And just the energy from the reaction. Acapella rap battles, that's what you really go for, is that reaction. You know, live shows, you get it, but I don't know, man. Something different about acapella.
So like I mentioned, you're 2-1 in judge battles. You feel battles should be judged more often, or do you prefer the promo aspect of it? I've asked a lot of guys that I've interviewed this. Most say they actually prefer judge. Hana was one of the only ones who actually mentioned he thinks it's become such a part of the culture, fans arguing about promo battles, that he actually prefers it. So what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I kind of agree with that because even in judge battles, sometimes the footage comes out a little differently. Like I was at Massacre 2 and I'm seeing these battles like, yo, I think B Magic beat Iron 2-1. And I'm going to watch it back and go, oh shit, Iron fucking bodied him. You know, like you don't know what
Who you got, Pat Hollow?
Pat Hollow, I had Hollow 2-1. Just because, I don't know, he's got swag, bro, and I followed him for years, but Pat, oh my god. His third round was crazy. The personals.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone go at Hollow like that.
Yeah.
That was a really good angle.
Great angle to do.
Great angle.
Honestly, I can't really, I don't know, that was just a classic. That whole event was classic. It was crazy.
So, I want to touch on your hog battle for a minute.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, probably one of the most awkward battles I ever seen. I feel you spit one of the best second rounds I've ever, when you were spitting that real shit, honestly, like one of the craziest second rounds. I feel you wasted it on a shitty opponent personally. So, how was it to not punch that dude in the mouth during that battle? Because I know it got a little heated, he kind of threw him back, but he was just out of line, way too in your face and shit.
Well, I really believe in like respect the MC, and even if they're gonna, you know, act on their own accord in a way that most people don't see as cool, you know, I'm still just standing there like, whatever, bro. Like, do what you gotta do. Like, but it's just when somebody's in your face like that, it can rub you the wrong way. But I just wanted to get my shit off. But I wrote that second round because I knew that it was like a weird matchup. Like, no disrespect to him, but you know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this shit, and like, you get somebody that's kind of like, you know, a fan of battle rap.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's no shade. It's just like, I write that second round to show people like actually why I do this. I don't really care about who I'm battling sometimes.
No, yeah, I remember you posted the clip of that second round. I remember messaging you and being like, dope, but you literally wasted such a good round on this trash.
Hey, but I edited out the second round.
But yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
it was smart. It was smart.
Like, you know, 15,000
yeah,
views off of that.
No, that was smart as hell. So I want to touch on your music. I've said this, it seems redundant almost me repeating this, but again, battle rappers make good music. The phrase that battle rappers don't make good music most of the time is
that was
bullshit.
one of the reasons why I was scared to get into battle rap, because I didn't want people to think that like I'm not good at rapping over beats. But like that's what I began doing. I started out rapping over beats.
So you dropped Recession Rich, you got the shirt on in 2011.
Fights are going on.
So what are the major difference you find when writing a song compared to writing rounds for a battle?
Writing music, there's nothing like it. That's all I'm gonna say. Making battle raps is fun, man. Like you get to like kind of paint your own canvas. But music, there's just something about it that's more like soul wrenching. You know what I mean? Pizza.
So is that like the huge difference?
Pizza's here.
Huge difference you find too when performing for a crowd as your songs as opposed to perforing for.
Dude, this is caution. This is caution right here.
We got food.
Max B, bigger belly, fucking
Free Max B.
Free Max B.
Free fucking Max B. This nigga's the best in the fucking game, man. I only know this French Montana because of Max B, bro. Real shit. French Montana, be the man, B. Real shit.
Off the rip.
But yo, Carly C, I gotta say something. I know this is Christian's interview, and I know I'm pulling a little reality here.
Oh fuck.
But let's face reality. You're fucking sick. That was a sick fucking battle. How do you feel after that battle, man?
I feel good, man. I feel like it's gonna help both of us.
No, but how do you feel about the material you got off? Do you feel like you got it all off the way you wanted to?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sick,
Even better, man. Because that first round was very like a different angle. You know what I mean? It was something I was a little bit like I was like, I don't know if this is gonna go over well because it's not like bar. It's like I'm telling a story, and the way that it was received, I was like, church.
I was loving it, man. It was a great battle. I gotta go pay for pizza. Let me just take 2 pulls off this blunt.
You know what
Shout out to Witty Smitty's News. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, it's all good.
Shout out to Carly C. Shout out to Luke. They have made a fucking classic on KZ. Shout out to
best
Gully.
battle of the
Shout
night.
out to Gully for fucking taking that battle and putting them both on because that was fucking the battle of the night. Straight up.
Yeah, shout out to Luke, man. That was.
So you say writing a song like touches your soul, whatnot, way different than writing for a battle. So is that the same when you're performing a song as opposed to performing your rounds for a battle? Is that same feeling when you get writing it?
Well, I guess it's.
Because I've seen like you perform for some pretty decent crowds.
Oh yeah.
Song wise.
I think songs is more. It's weird because you feel like with the acapella rap battle that you're more likely to just. It's like, oh my god, there's no noise. Like it's just you. But when you're making music, it feels like you're like proving to the crowd how good you are very fast, and you have to stay on beat. You got to stay on flow, and if you can hit it, you're getting people to dance. And you never know what type of battle rap crowd you're in front of that is like good. Mm-hmm. But shout out to KOTD, shout out to Beast Mode, man.
Yeah, the Toronto crowds are the best, man. 100%.
Toronto crowds are the best. Woo, we are.
So we're talking about Recession Rich still. White Boy Dancing, fire track. One of the most original, awesome videos I ever seen.
Shout out to Luke. Look at this motherfucker. Still going. It's 3 in the morning, motherfuckers.
I know you've talked about.
3 in the morning, y'all. Motherfuckers.
I know you talked about this in an interview before about how White Boy Dancing came about, but just talk about it again, how that whole video came about. Because I know you said you didn't spend a dime on that. That was just strictly from networking, and it's honestly one of the putting it up with industry people. That's one of the most fire videos I've ever seen. To be honest with you.
Yeah, man, that shit was. Shout out to Armin Varadian. That's my homie right there. So shout out to Chubbs.
Hi, family. Why am I always eating pizza in these videos?
Let me tell the story.
Every interview I'm eating pizza.
But yo, hold on, he's gotta tell
Let me tell the
this.
story. Okay, so I made the song White Boy Dancing, and I was back home. I moved back home from New York back to Massachusetts back in 2011. I came home, and my closest homie, he picked me up at the airport, and he was like, yo, my girlfriend knows this dude who makes websites. I was like, all right, cool. So I meet up with the dude, and he's like, yeah, I do websites. I can do it for your music page. I showed him White Boy Dancing, and he was like, yo, hold on. He's like, yo, I work for a late night TV show. It's low budget, but they have access to the most ridiculous cameras. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's what's up. And we literally just did a huge storyboard with it. We spent hours editing that shit. I grew a beard. I can't even grow a beard. I grew a beard, motherfucker. And we put so much work into that. We didn't spend $1. We went to a club in Providence. We went to meet the guy, this like Guido, retired cop / mobster. I don't fucking know. The guy was like, hey, listen, kid. Let me tell you a story, all right? You want to make a music video, you got to do it right. And this kid, Armin Varadian, you fucking take care of this kid. He's taking care of you right now. And that's like, dude, like to experience that type of shit, the whole experience of it was just amazing. But
yeah, like it's got about 17K, and I think it's criminally underviewed, man. It's catchy as shit. Yeah, the video's fire. I think it's dope, man. You gotta make a comeback and just push that again. I think it would hit a lot now, especially with the way sounds are going right now with the rap game. I think that could kill it right now, man.
Sometimes simple is genius. And
no, 100%.
Anytime I perform that shit, I perform that shit in New York City.
And the way
everybody in the crowd had a hat on like this.
And what you talk about, it's facts. It's facts.
And when I did White Boy Dancing, they were like, yo. I was up, my first 2 tracks I did that night were like, I'm rapping. And they're just like, whatever, White Boy. And then White Boy Dancing comes on and the whole crowd's like, yo, yeah. This is my dude. Yo, what's he doing right now?
So to stick with your music, you're obviously a Patriots fan. You wrote three Patriots songs.
Free Tom Brady.
So,
Free Tom Brady.
First off, favorite Patriots Super Bowl, and how much do you hate Eli Manning?
Oh, that's fucked up. Favorite one is 2014. That interception was after the catch off the helmet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I gotta do this to my man. Do you see this? This
This is how we're living in Toronto right now.
Yo, hey, I'm gonna say that.
The Patriots got more, but Eli got him twice.
Hey, you know what I'm more pissed off about? 2010 Lakers Game 7.
Ooh,
Everybody
Celtics.
forgets that.
Yikes.
Okay?
Yikes.
But we were up by 13 in the third.
Best Canadian in the motherfucker.
This motherfucker was a bum on that
Best
team.
Canadian.
No, see,
Best Canadian
no, he
ever
is,
play
he is.
ball,
He
dude.
is.
So
Two-time MVP, man, back to back. That's crazy.
last question. You just battled Luke. Like I said, battle of the night, 100%. What's next for you that's going to bring the best Cali C out? Who's going to bring that fire like it came tonight?
I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait for the next, person to hit me up and say, hey, this is the person, whatever, and just take a look at the matchup. And if it's right, like this one, shout out to Chubbs, Wheezy. I mean, I knew this was gonna be a classic. Like you said, if it was on beast mode, that'd be cool. But KOTD it's a good look as well, man.
Just because everything comes full circle because of this battle, almost in a sense. At first I was pissed because I was like, this is a battle that should happen on beast mode, but now I don't know. Everything worked out. I think for the best, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, as long as it works out.
And as soon as it dropped, I called Battle of the Night. I'm gonna pull up that file on Facebook. I'm gonna put it in this interview, a little clip of the picture, because I saved that damn file because I knew this would be Battle of the Night. Even with the battles getting canceled, this still would have been Battle of the Night.
Man, as long as we can put on for the crowd like that, every single battle, that's all I look forward to.
Mm-hmm. Well, where can they hit you up on social media?
Kali C, man, Facebook.com/Kali Kill It. You hit me on Instagram, Kali_kill_it. You heard me?
Killing it.
Let's go.
We out.